Good morning everybody. My name is John Rudman from Cleaning Equipment Manufacturing South Africa, and today I'm here to introduce you to our brand new dual lance mobile sanitization. Okay, a couple of specifications on our mobile sanitization trolley. We'll start with the frame. Guys, this is a powder coated steel frame, so very durable. It's not a painted frame. I myself prefer powder coating over paint, but that's one of the good sort of specifications on this unit. Two very big, robust, large wheels for uneven terrain, going from site to site, factory, household, driving over grass, things like that. These are what these units have been put onto the unit for. Then at the back, we have the swivel foot. The swivel foot is there for maneuverability throughout corners and very narrow areas as well. That's why we've put the swivel foot onto the back. Okay, the technical specification behind our unit, on the pump and motor side, the motor is a 220 volt, 0.75 kilowatt motor, and the pump is delivering 0.5 liters per lance. So basically this unit will be using about a liter of water per minute, which gives us about a half an hour running time on this unit before we have to change any water of that sort. Okay guys, next I'd like to discuss our 40 liter solution tank. This tank has no incoming water supply. Everything gets fed through a very big 150 millimeter screw lid. We've kept the inside capacity at 40 liters, so you can do your dilution rates with your sanitizing chemical quite easily. Guys, we use currently a chemical called Sandquat. It's a disinfecting chemical that is used in the food industry and is distributed by MAPA. It's an SABS approved chemical as well. This is one of the chemicals that we approve to run through the unit at the correct specified dilution rates. Okay guys, next we're going to go on to our lances and the nozzles, and we'll give you a little bit more technical specification on the actual nozzles itself. Right? We have a high pressure gun, able to withstand much bigger pressures than what it's actually used for, so very durable for the application. Right? It comes standard with a 1 meter stainless steel lance with 6 individual misting nozzles on the end of your lance. You can change this to more misting nozzles if you do need it, but we have worked it out that this is for optimal cleaning. Each lance is delivering 500 mils per minute. This is a dual lance machine, so that'll be a liter per minute. Ultimately, if you want to do the maths quickly, it's a 40 liter tank. You get more than half an hour running time out of both lances with continual use. Guys, you can do a 20 meter diameter or radius with this unit without moving the actual unit. But we can also extend the actual high pressure hose to a 20 meter on each side, which will give us a 40 meter diameter. So that's just something we need to look at as well when actually selling the unit to a client, looking at that and just seeing what the client's application is and whether or not he needs a 10 meter hose or a 20 meter hose. Okay guys, this is the actual nozzles that we will be using on our sanitization mobile trolley. Right? As you see, we have 6 individual nozzles. This is for 360 degree cleaning, guys. I'll show you in a video very shortly what I mean by that. But ultimately, these nozzles are delivering a 5 micron water droplet, which from my experience is the perfect water droplet size that you would need for sanitizing areas. Now, we have a couple of industries where we would sell this sort of a unit to, in case there were a couple of you guys that were not sure where we were going to push this kind of a unit. Right? Food industries, guys, very, very big. It needs to be sanitized all the time, especially food industry. So that's the first place that I would look into. Hotel industries. A lot of the hotels are closed, but some of them are open as well. The ones that are open are to adhere to very, very strict rules. So things like this, they would really, really love in the inventory to disinfect their actual bed and breakfasts or hotels or anything like that. Right? Retail industry. Wherever we have high traffic of people, in my mind, especially during this time, those places need to be disinfected on a regular basis. This sort of unit, especially because it's a double lanced unit, will sort of do a huge area in a very short space of time. So yeah. Then we've got a hire company as well, hire company solutions. especially for hire company solutions. Hire company could purchase one of these units and then put it onto their floor, especially during this time of COVID, and they could make their profit back really quickly. Contract cleaners as well, guys. Ultimately sell this through to a contract cleaner. They already have their clientele at the moment. A lot of those guys are reopening their doors. A contract cleaner wouldn't even blink twice for a unit like this in the inventory, because ultimately in our industry, time is money, and this unit cuts the time in half.